In this video, we are going to be looking at the SCX6, brand new 6-scale crawler from Axial, taking it out first drive, first impressions, letting you know what we think about it. Welcome, my name is Troy, this is Roadside RC. If you're new to the channel, what you'll find here is all sorts of bashing and crawling and drifting and racing, plus product review videos and how-tos. And today, it is the Axial SCX6. First drive, our thoughts, trying to figure out what this truck's all about. So come on, let's put a battery in it and go take it for a drive. Oh, it's like the exact width. It's too short. I mean, too tall. Makes it. The first rollover. All right, so Nate and I, we've been driving the SCX6. 4,000 milliamp battery lasted, we're gonna say 45 minutes-ish, something like that. So it is big, it is a little bit more power hungry, so that is something you need to consider. Overall impressions, right? So this thing is big, it's gnarly. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kinda wanted to not like it, if I'm honest. I was gonna come out here and I was gonna be like, this thing sucks, it's stupid, it's too big. But it's not. It's actually really, really cool. So it goes almost everywhere. You know, when you drive over stuff, like it's going over obstacles bigger than what we would normally go over. It's actually rather capable for, you know, really what its size, for the fact that it's just stock out of the box, you know, like really expected that the tires would be worse than they are, really expected, kind of think like stock TRX4 Defender. All the time, it just rolls over all the time. Every time you go over something or whatever, it just boom, it falls over. This thing was actually really stable, really planted. That brushless setup in it is amazing. I can't wait to figure out what else to put that brushless setup in. High gear, low gear, whatever, you had all the power you needed. You could flip it up into high gear and you could still super crawl, like slow with it and really control it. It was really, really nice. We're gonna look in the manual because reverse seemed a little touchy. So we're gonna see if there's a way to actually like work on the reverse and the sensitivity of reverse. Really one of the things I want to talk about at the end of it today is like, who is this for? Because I was really concerned, like, who's going to go out and spend that $1,000+ for this big 6-scale crawler when you know that the majority of the market's at 10th scale? And really this thing belongs, man, it belongs on hiking trails. It belongs out there just exploring in the woods. It belongs in that kind of area. If you have the ability to take this thing to like a Moab, Utah, oh my gosh, this thing would be so much fun there, right? I think someone who has had a lot of RCs and maybe never tried crawling, or has dabbled in the tent scale crawling and then just kind of wants a new experience, this could be like that gateway drug for crawling for those folks that are just kind of new into it but want like that big vehicle. Also, it's really good maybe for somebody kind of new to crawling. If you're going to be like, let's say, you know, you love and enjoy going out in the woods in the weekends, maybe you're running your side-by-side, or maybe you got a rock crawler or something like that full size, and you want to bring something else along to kind of have fun with, man, this thing is great. It's not like a tent scale. Nobody's going to look at that thing and say like, oh, look at this little toy you've got. That's a big truck. Like it has a presence. It's kind of menacing. Like it's, oh man, it's there. And so, man, I'm coming away from today really looking at this thing and saying like, maybe I do kind of want one. Maybe I do want to go kind of get one. So I can see having like a group of these and going out with some folks and really having a blast. So you know, the downside, of course, like we talked about, the battery life is really something you got to look at. That 4,000 milliamp battery did not last as long as we would really kind of hope that it would in that crawler, especially compared to like the life you'd get out of tent scale. Servo, everybody's already said it already, the servo straight out of the box is super duper weak. We're going to immediately change that thing out. We didn't have any problems. I saw CCXRC, he had issues with the slipper clutch straight out of the box. We had none of those issues. Shifting, high gear, low gear, all that worked perfect. No issues straight out of the box. So build quality and everything like that was great. Typical SCX things that they've been doing with their bodies, how it comes in on the side here is a super duper pain. Like, why, Axial, do you make it so freaking hard to put your bodies on? Like, it shouldn't be that hard. It takes 2 people to get the body on this thing and plug the lights in and all that. So, you know, there's some opportunity there to make that a little bit easier just for ease of life. The body is very heavy. It does make the truck a little bit tippy. I'm be very curious to see as Proline and other folks come out with different bodies how much better this truck gets even just with a lighter body on it. So that's the first takes, that's the first impressions on this truck. Really fun. Really big thanks to Nate here at Big Buddha's RC Ranch for letting me come out and run along with him today, even in the rain, even in the muck. We had a fun time. So if you can, go check out Big Buddha's RC Facebook page. I'll have a link down below. All the events, great place to come out to and have a blast with your crawler, even if it's a big one. So we're gonna get working on this truck. We're gonna get doing some other stuff. We will see you in the next video. In the meantime, please come over, check out some other videos that we've already made. And every bit that you support the channel really does. Really appreciate all of it. So thank you and goodbye.